My name's Lana Lambert. I've worked here in Hot Springs for 28 years. This has actually been the only healthcare organization that I've worked in, so I'm very pleased to have done my whole career here at Mercy. I've actually known that I wanted to be a nurse from very early. Even in high school, I knew that I wanted to be a nurse. You know, they have classes when you're in high school that you research occupations, and I only researched a nurse. So I couldn't imagine doing anything else. That's what I've always wanted to do. This is a special place to live because everybody is kind. They're receptive to anybody that comes into the organization, willing to help people. What drives me to do the best is to take care of others, to help them in their time of need. To be in the hospital is very scary, especially if you don't know the hospital, what's going on. You're totally typically out of your loop of what you can control. So if you can help somebody when they're in need, it really gives me satisfaction to help others. I have a pretty special story. I actually have had a subdural hematoma, a bleed in my head, very suddenly. I was working actually here at the hospital and developed a headache, and that following day I was at my house and I did show up for work. And my co-workers here at the hospital recognized immediately that there was probably something wrong. So they called. Well, I actually answered the phone. So they thought I was okay. But the thing is they kept calling. They kept worrying about me until the point that they said, "This is not Lana. Something is wrong, and I'm gonna go check on her." And they came to my house and they found me unconscious at my home. They broke down the door and brought me to the emergency room. I was in the OR within 30 to 40, a very quick amount of time, with a very, very serious, when people tell me the story about how I looked in the emergency room and how very severe, it's scary. I didn't know what was going on, but they told me how severe it was. I was in the intensive care unit for about 3 or 4 days, and I have never, that when you work in a hospital, people like you, but I have never felt the love that I felt in this hospital and with these co-workers. When I came back, I was off for about 3 months. People called me. They sent me letters. They sent me letters every day. They brought me things that I might need. They took care of my animals. They took care of my house. They took me to office appointments, doctor's office appointments that I couldn't drive. And when I came back in after 3 months, for 2 weeks, when I walked through the halls of this hospital, every person stopped me, told me they were so happy that I was okay, how much they prayed for me every day, and how much they loved me and was glad that I was okay. It was unbelievable what people did for me, and this hospital is special. These people love the people that they work with, and they're very caring, and we're family. We're absolutely a family. The people that you work with, they're good people, and we know that we care about each other. But until you're the recipient of such love, it's humbling. It takes it to a whole new level. And St. Joseph Mercy Hospital at Hot Springs, these are my family, absolutely. I couldn't be prouder to work in this hospital.